Hey, every single weekday morning, you know where you're supposed to be is right here on TVC as we come to you live without fail.
Yes, indeed. Now, the idea is to make sure that whatever it is that interests you right here on TV, we'll find a way to bring it to you and get you smiling as you take on your day.
Don't forget to mention that we wake up really early to be here every single day.
Okay.
So we're just letting you know the sacrifice we make.
But the thing is, you're so
day.
loyal. A lot of amazing people tune in every single morning, and we know that it's worthwhile us getting up in the morning.
You know what somebody said on social media 2 days ago?
What?
That they were hoping morning devotion with their dad would end earlier. Wow. Because of Wake Up Nigeria.
For real? Oh my gosh, I need to screenshot that.
If you don't make heaven, it's not going to be our fault.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So, I'm
you
just
went
saying.
there. Well, today is not going to be any exception. We're going to have a great time today.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titi Layo Oyin. So remember, we're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Please connect with us. Send in your comments. And don't forget to use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
All right. So it's certainly good to see that our chef for the day, Chef Smart, is back with MM in the kitchen. Hey, guys.
Hi, guys. Good morning. How are you doing?
Fine.
Excellent.
Long time, Chef Smart.
Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, so
Chef Smart is all he's
There's
thinking
also
about right
a
now.
friend in the kitchen too. I'm wondering about that friend that you guys have in the kitchen. Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
Santa came to say hello.
Oh, wow. Hi, Santa.
Hi, Santa. We're going to be making breakfast together.
Yes,
Let's see how that turns out.
White Santa.
Yes, a very white Santa. But a big shout out to our friends at Adam and Eve for helping us set up the set this morning.
Well done, guys. Adam and Eve. Okay, so straight to this morning's highlights. We absolutely love music on this show, and we're going to be bringing something special from Celente this morning.
Then we have Dr. Boyo. He'll be back. He'll be joining us to talk about something very, very important. First aid for burns. What are the first steps to take when a burn has occurred? You'll find out today.
All right. And for the green thumbs who are excited about growing their own food, Sheon Adetosoye is going to be back with us this morning to focus on cabbages, growing cabbages in your own garden. Looking forward to it.
Hopefully everybody's garden is getting bigger and bigger every single week.
Yeah.
And of course, we like to do everything we can to help spice up and strengthen your relationship with your significant other. Love and gifts. Love and gifting, you know.
Gifting, yeah.
What's the relationship between the two? Pastor Oyinda Mola Shoder will be back to talk to us about that very topic.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And from Biodun Koya's Frankincense concert over the weekend, Bimbo Ashigbe will be bringing us the highlights much later on the show.
Okay, and joining us for a chat this morning, we have Nollywood actress Nkechi Blessing Sunday. Okay.
It was a slap that caused trouble between her and Juliet Ibrahim, but we'll be talking about that much later.
So, what's up, Mary? How's it going?
Very well.
It's been a while.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm planning.
Wow, really? Wow, thank
Why
you,
you
Mary.
Hello.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
Okay,
Thank
so,
you.
So
Aw.
I know that on Friday, like this coming Friday, I'm going to be hanging out with girls. We've been planning a hangout for a while, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm so
Yomi is
excited.
like, okay.
So
Like,
it's a women's hangout. It's a women's hangout.
All right,
We're planning
okay.
for a
I'm looking
whole-
forward to it, but well, let's
Well,
see how that goes.
okay,
'cause
really?
there
Are you-
seems to
are you
be-
really turning me down on air?
No, Titi. There seems to be changing plans, which I told you of this morning. Yeah, but
Okay, so the whole
Yeah.
idea is for us to just get out of that
let
space.
loose.
Ladies only.
Yes, ladies only.
But
yes.
you know there's not going to be any fun without guys.
Really?
I'm just saying.
Really?
I think we're having
What
a male stripper
ladies?
come over or something.
Really,
supposed to be
MM?
the
Are you
surprise.
bringing a stripper?
Breakfast TV people.
If Mary is bringing a,
What,
sorry,
don't-
MM is
I'm
bringing
bringing a pastor. So we can all
No,
stay
but the thing is,
sane.
if you are a woman out there and you haven't had time all through the year to just let go of that stress and let loose, please, this Christmas, forget about the kids, forget about the husband, the boyfriend. Just find a way to, you know,
let loose.
Yeah,
And that's why I'm
love on
actually
yourself.
looking forward to it because, I mean, I've actually never been away from Elsie, you know,
wow.
since I gave birth to her, like spending nights without her.
Really?
So, yeah, you know, it's never happened. So even when we have our family getaways, she's always with us.
So who's going to
So
be
I'm
with
looking
her?
forward to her nanny.
Okay.
Nanny.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah, for the first
Oh,
time.
wow.
So what are you guys going to be doing?
So we have a
Why are
movie
you
night
interested
planned.
in knowing?
Movie night planned, first of all.
So much food.
A lot of food. All the
looking
women are
forward to
bringing food, and
Yeah, but
we're going to
okay.
be, obviously talking about how the year has gone and hopefully planning for next year.
It's sounding boring to me, but it's
Really?
fine. It's fine.
Why
Really,
do you think
Yummy?
life
We have to
revolves
go to the
around
news
Because you were
now.
not
Why?
invited.
Why?
We have to go to the news now. Fadi's on standby for us.
A good escape, Yomi. Good morning, Nigeria. On the news this hour, President Muhammadu Buhari has signed the peace accord ahead of the general elections come 2019. The president joined other presidential candidates in the forthcoming polls to sign the agreement at a ceremony organized by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. He was accompanied to the event by the APC's national chairman, Adams Oshiomhole. But presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, Atiku Abubakar, was absent at the signing. Candidates of the Allied Congress Party of Nigeria, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, Donald Duke of the Social Democratic Party, and Kingsley Mohalu of the Young Progressives Party, and Omoyele Sowore of Action Alliance were also absent. The federal government believes the People's Democratic Party, the PDP's presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, will be defeated in the coming election, despite having the support of former President Olusegun Obasanjo. The Information Minister, Lai Mohammed, says the Buhari administration has done more in fighting corruption than any other administration in Nigeria's history. Mr. Mohammed believes the president's record on tackling corruption will earn him Nigerian support in the forthcoming presidential polls. The governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, the APC, in Ogun State, Dakpo Abiodun, says he is confident that Governor Ibikunle Amosun will affirm his candidature at the flag-off of his campaign. Highlighting some of his agenda for the development of the state, he said his government will build on massive road infrastructure, which the incumbent has put in place, and make the state more accessible for investors. Chairman of the Southwest Peace and Reconciliatory Committee of the All Progressives Congress, Kashim Shettima, says party members need to work hard for the party's victory in the coming polls. He spoke in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, at the interactive session of the Southwest National Peace and Reconciliation Forum to hear aggrieved candidates from Oyo and Osun who have criticized the mode and outcome of the last primaries. The Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode believes it is time to build bridges. He emphasized that for the APC to win the general election, it was imperative for party members to be united. Chairman of the committee and Governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, however, assured that justice, equity and fairness at the next general election. The Southwest Zone of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, held a protest at the University of Lagos. The striking lecturers from both state and federal universities accused the pro-chancellor of the university, Babawale Babalakin, of meddling in the affairs of the ongoing nationwide strike. They say his meeting with heads of department and deans of faculties in the school is uncalled for and might hinder the success of the industrial action. Now, was it a case of being induced or a voluntary act? A chief magistrate in Yanagoa, the Bayelsa capital, was faced with both notions while given a judgment in a 2-count charge brought against a pastor in the Bayelsa state capital. And although the pastor was eventually discharged and acquitted, he and the leadership of the church were ordered to return a 4-runner jeep back to its rightful owner, who had claimed being hypnotized after sowing it as a seed to the church. And that's the news this hour. I am Fadishola Shutunga.
All right, let's now take a look at the newspaper headlines. Starting with The Guardian this morning. Senate stops EFCC nominations for excluding Southeast and South-South. Steps down panel's report for further legislative action. Atiku, Ezekwesili, Duke, Sowore, others absent as candidates commit to peace. Of course, how world's economies lose $2.6 trillion of 5% GDP to corruption. And that's all we have on the cover of The Guardian this morning.
On the cover of The Punch, we have EFCC board. Uproar as South-South, Southeast senators protest zones exclusion. More on page 3. It also says here, Atiku Ezekwesili absent as presidential candidates sign peace pact. EFCC detained Tunde Ayeni and arraign him for fraud. It also says here, SDP rejects Atiku for president, backs Duke. Man kills 4 children, commits suicide in Rivers State. And on the unsigned electoral bill, Dogara Gbajabiamila stopped debate on Buhari's letter. That's what we have on the cover of The Punch.
All right, let's check out the Daily Sun. Electoral Amendment Bill, Buhari's veto. Senators prepare for showdown. House leader blocks reps debate. President's refusal to sign bill threat to Nigeria's existence, says Wike. And Ikedife, ex-Ohaneze president, is dead. That's on the page, page 38 of the Daily Sun. APC, Shatima Reconciliation Committee storms Southwest. 2019, Atiku, Duke, Ezekwesili absent as Buhari signs peace pact. Finally, EFCC board, uproar in Senate over Southeast, South-South exclusion. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
On the Nigerian Tribune, it says, Atiku Ezekwesili, Duke absent as Buhari and 71 others sign peace accord. More on page 2. And there's the details of the accord also in this particular newspaper. I was not invited, says Atiku. Their absence won't weaken peace accord, says Absalami. And we're not supporting any candidates, say the EU. NDIC joins CBN on Islamic Financial Services Board, more on page 29. Time magazine names Khashoggi, others persecuted, or rather other persecuted journalists, Person of the Year. And finally, 104,289 apply for police constable job in 12 days. That's a lot of people applying for one job. That's what we have on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
All right, let's take a look at the Nation newspapers. Atiku, Duke, Ezekwesili absent as parties sign pact. I wasn't invited, says PDP candidate Abdul Salami. All were invited, he says. PDP kicks as EFCC holds Okukpe over ONSA funds. Labour to battle debtor governors, and a 2.7 billion naira rice vehicles seized. And silence in Senate House. No plan to hike fuel price from the federal government. And finally, Obasanjo pushing $27 billion free trade agreement. That's what we have on the cover of the Nation.
The Vanguard is next. On the Electoral Act, Buhari Atiku campaigns trade tackles. It also says here, ex-chief of army staff Saliu dies at 83. It also says here on Naira Watch, Naira down to 365.21 Naira to the dollar in the INE window. Macban warns Anglican bishops, we're not terrorists. No plan to increase petrol pump price, say the PPPRA. Uproar in Senate as lawmakers disagree over EFCC nominees. And tension in the Southeast as police, IPOB, MASSOB flex muscle. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
All right. Do we have time for one more?
I think yes.
All right. So let's check out the New Telegraph. 2019, Atiku, Duke, Ezekwesili absent at Abuja Peace Accord. Candidates, we were not invited. And Kuka says the door is still open. A couple of other writers there on the cover of the New Telegraph. Speculators mop up land in Lagos. Lagos's $15 billion free trade zone. Wow. And then the Senate rejects Buhari's EFCC, ICPC nominees, and a couple of other stories there that you would find on the cover of the New Telegraph this morning.
It's quite a packed array on the dailies today.
Politics, business, everything you'll
Yeah,
find.
but it is so clear, the main headline, Atiku, Duke, Ezekwesili absent from the peace accord.
Yeah, well,
It's quite significant.
they said they weren't invited, so let's give them another few, a day or two.
All right, then. So it's about time for us to work on our dream body for Christmas.
Witness is happening in the garden right now.
What up, what up, what up? This is Wake Up Nigeria, and this is Mayor Fit, your humble trainer. Okay, so we have some workout this morning. We're going to do from medium to easy to medium to advanced. So let's start our workout this morning. Let's stretch out. Come on, let's go. 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Take it to the other side. This way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I take it to the other side. One go. 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, push up this way. Take it forward and take it down, down, and push down. Just bounce. 2, 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And take it back up this way. Then sit down. That's it. Sit down. Just bounce that way. Come on, last 6, 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and all right, 10. So this is my workout partner this morning. So now we're going to do medium scale jumping jacks, and then we're also going to do for sit-ups. All right, so let's go down this way. Everybody go down this way. Now this is the right way to do it. You have to get the form right. Look at me. Get the form right and go up. That's it. Go. 3 now. 4, 5. Good one. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now this is the advanced one now. Go this way. That's it. Jump it up. Come on. Good one. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, kick out your legs. We'll go back to the same workout. The medium one now. Go. Ready? Go. That's 1. 2 now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you will be feeling your thigh burning now. Kick out your legs. We're doing the advanced one now. Go. That's it. 2, 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, kick out your legs. Kick out your legs. Now we're going down now. We're going down this way. Medium scale press up. So we're doing now. Go down. Good one. Instead of doing it on the floor, you can do it this way. It's easier. Let's go. That's it. Come on. 4, 5. You have to get the form right. 7, 8, 9. All right, 5 more to go. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going back to our squat. Go. That's it. Good one. Don't stop. That's it. That's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Jumping jacks now. Ready? Go. 2. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let me show you the easy one. Go this side, this way, this side. Let's go. That's easy jumping jacks. Easy jumping jacks. Let's go. You guys will call it modified one. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, again now. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, you know, let's try this way. Then sit down. Now about the punch. About the punch, go. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, warm down. Breathe, breathe, and breathe. Now let's go back straight to the kitchen. Thank you.
All right there. Thank you very much for that amazing workout routine. I hope you're working out, you're watching at home. Chef Smart, when was the last time you worked out?
Yesterday. In the
Yesterday.
morning.
Are you sure?
I go to the gym every day.
You do?
Friday to Saturday.
Oh. I should come take some lessons from you. I'm trying to figure out what motivates you to do this every day. But people, we're talking food in the kitchen, and with me is Chef Smart. And this morning we are making sauteed potatoes and chicken breast in veggie sauce. Yes, I kept on saying gravy all day. Yes. Okay. So, Chef Smart, let's talk about the ingredients.
Okay. Today, this is the chicken breast already. I marinated it in garlic, chicken seasoning, and black pepper corn sauce. Okay. Yeah, for the veggies, I have carrots, onions, and green pepper, cabbage. Then this cucumber is for garnish, and I have sweet corn also. Then for the sauteed potatoes, I have sauteed potatoes. I'll be adding onions to it and soya spice for the flavor.
Okay.
That's my signature on this show. Soya spice must be on
every meal that you make on the show. Great stuff. All right, so can we get to it?
Okay.
And just in case you're wondering, people, we're making use of Irish potatoes because they're healthy.
Yes, very, very.
Who says you cannot eat healthy food this Christmas, even though we all want to go on a food splurge? Eat everything you find. But guys, that's another reason she needs to wake up Nigeria. We'll give you, different reasons to saute your kitchen, spice it up with different meals, recipe. We're preparing you gang this Christmas holiday, guys.
Everywhere stew.
Yeah.
Everywhere stew.
Everywhere stew. Everywhere sauce. All right. So we are going to steam up our potatoes, yeah?
Yes, yes.
And then leave it for how long?
For like 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah,
okay.
So for the chicken, these are the veggies we're gonna use.
Okay. So we are making use of onions, cabbage, carrots, and green pepper.
Yes.
Okay. So can you give us an idea of what you intend to do with the chicken breast?
Okay. The chicken breast, I'm going to separate it a little bit, so I'll fry it in the oil. Okay. So we call it searing. Okay. So to seal off the juice in it a bit. So then after sealing it, it must have gotten tone brown on each side. Okay. And I want to add the veggies into it. So the veggies is going to produce some juice and flavor. So from that, for the chicken breast. Okay. So from that, I will add a little water to it. Then I make a sauce with corn flour to thicken it. To
thicken it, because basically that's what corn flour does for your sauce. So it's a thickener. Yeah. Yes, people. All right. Great stuff happening here in the kitchen. I am so excited about it. All right. So whilst you're waiting for our potatoes to, get ready, because what's going into that after we're done boiling? After we're done, I strain it out, then I saute it. I know when it comes to chefs, they always have these culinary words they use. We are sauteing, we are pan. So
that's where we're professional. Searing, we are different from the normal cooking at home.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Then the reason why we use those professional words is that. You understand? And in the culinary words, we have a language.
All right, so we'll dig in and learn more about your, those words later on. But we have to go on a quick commercial break. People, stay with us.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome again. It's Wake Up Nigeria. And you know what we do every morning. Performance, something to make us wake up again. Well, I've got Excelente right here with me. Chinepo Excel is called Excelente. It's featured by top Nigerian artists on their albums and has collaborated on singles with the likes of Chidinma, Orezi, and a host of others. Kolebaje is his recently released street-friendly single featuring Iyanya and DJ Arafat. Trust me, it's been getting a lot of radio airplay. Let's get a feel of that right now. So,
thank you.
To you.
Just kill.
I heard that song play over and over and over on radio for a long time. That if not for the lyrics in French, I'll probably understand everything. Now, that first few lines, what were you saying exactly?
That's how I love it. That's it's just like, I'm just trying to raise awareness. Hey, everybody, come. It's just a Makossa thing now.
So, this I've not heard that one before.
No, that's how I love it. It's like a signature tune. You understand? Everybody, yeah, come.
Okay. So, you had DJ Arafat and Inyanya on that song. How did you manage to put them both?
Well, actually, I recorded this song with Inyanya a while ago, like 5 years back. Okay. That's when Kukere was really hot, you know. So we did the song, and he had to make his album, but I don't know, he didn't. So I had to call him later and like, yo, bro, I'd love us to redo the song and make it, and we did it.
What's the origin of your name, your stage name, Excelente?
It's for my name, Excel.
Excel. Yeah, so you just added Excelente.
Excellent.
So you speak French.
Yeah.
Are you a Nigerian by birth? You're Cameroonian?
Cameroonian by birth, but African by black.
Wait, okay, so in what country did you grow up? Because this one you're saying Africa.
I grew up between Cameroon and Nigeria.
You grew up between Cameroon? Yeah. So you grew up on the border?
No. Like, I grew up always coming from Cameroon.
Okay.
Like, I'm always between Cameroon and Nigeria.
Okay. Yeah. So you grew more or less, you're both a Nigerian and a Cameroonian.
I'm a half-caste.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm half-caste.
Okay. So what kind of music interests you?
Actually, I'm a music producer myself. Like Kolibaja, I produced it. I shot the video too. So I really don't have anything. I just listen to anything. Like from jazz to Zouk. Like the whole of this week, I've just been on Zouk. So it just goes on how I feel. So
what should we be expecting from Excelente?
First quarter of the year, I'll be dropping Maria My Diva.
Maria My Diva.
Yeah. Okay. It will be out any moment from now. So we're pushing. So
we should be looking forward to Maria My Diva.
Yeah. Maria, Ozamate. My Diva. No,
and there's going to be some French in it.
All
right. Okay. Well, that's a nice one there with Excelente. But as emergency goes, do you know what to do in the case of a burn? Well, let's head over to Yomi and Dr. Boyo for a discussion on that.
Well, thanks so much, Mary and Excelente. They're a very good one. Now, burns are one of the most common household injuries, especially among children and, of course, mothers as well who are in the kitchen. And they are characterized by severe skin damage that causes the skin cells to die. And Dr. Boyo is fast becoming our in-house doctor here, and is going to be talking to us about essential first aid and what we should do and what we shouldn't do in the case of a burn. Yeah. Now, of course, usually what we find are common burn issues in the house. So hot water, hot oil, pressing iron, different things like that. These are usually some of the things that we find when it comes to cases of burns in the house.
Yes, hot water, pressing iron, and even chemicals. Because
chemicals,
yes, we have the common toilet cleaners and things like that. And then, of course, when there are fights, we have people pouring acid on themselves, even at home.
Yeah, well, in extreme cases.
In extreme cases, yes. So when burns, like I've already said, is injury to the skin or the tissue underneath the skin by heat, that's fire, or by electrical appliances, chemicals, and at times radiation, as if you go for cancer therapy. Yeah. Now, what we can do to prevent burns generally is to make sure that we encourage people to know that these things do happen. 180,000 deaths occur from burns every year.
Wow.
And in Nigeria, about 5% of deaths that are from surgical wounds are from burns. Now, when burns occur in homes, these are usually due to the fact that many of our homes, we cook on the ground. We put the stove on the floor, we put the kerosene on the floor, the gas is always near the stove, and then in those cases, the gas near the cooker, with those that use gas, but most of our families use kerosene and the firewood. And the funny thing is that these things are on the floor. And in crowded homes, children tend to move about. And when they move about, they tend to fall into these things.
Get exposed to
then the hot water tap and the hot water in the bathroom Children don't know whether it's hot water or normal cold water. They just put their hands or they pour the thing on themselves. And carrying these things also. So we have to encourage people to make sure they remove the stove or the cooker and put on top of a raised surface so that it's a bit higher for children to get to. Women and children are more often involved in burns than men, except in the workplace or at the war front that men have. But at home, more of children and women have things to do with the kitchen and things like that.
All right, so Doc, let's talk about in situations where a burn has occurred.
Yes.
What are the things that we shouldn't do when we're presented with a burn case in a house as first aid before going to the hospital?
The first thing is that the person who's trying to assist should be sure that he himself does not go to the person that is trying to assist without removing the source of the problem. In other words, if it's electrical wires on the ground or if it's gas, before assisting the person, try and put off the gas cylinder or remove the electric, or put off the electric at the distribution point. Because in the process of assisting somebody with burns, we don't want you yourself to become a casualty.
Yeah, so that's the first thing.
That's the first thing to do. The second thing is that when you have burns, you shout for help. Because you can't, if you're the one involved, scream, fire, or I've been burned, so that others can come and assist you. Right. And when you get to where the person is who has the burns, the next thing you do is to remove the clothes. If it has ornaments on him or things, just yank off the clothes so you can get, you can expose the area that has been affected by burns. And once you get that, you want to put ordinary water, not very cold water and not hot water. You want to use the normal tap water.
So usually some people just put ice on
the
person.
No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Okay.
So we need, and that's what we're trying to educate the public about. The first thing to do, after clearing the place, removing all the things that can be dangerous to you as a person trying to assist, next thing to do is to let running water, if there's a tap around and it's your hand, put your hand under the tap and let the water just flow through your hands. Right. The next thing to do is not to do is make sure you don't pour egg, palm oil, because that's what we tend to do in Nigeria. I tend to break an egg, pour palm oil, pour granite oil, or anything like that.
Avoid
those things because they tend to cause infections, they tend to worsen the wound. Then the third thing not to do is not to burst open the blisters. We tend to see blisters and we go straight with a needle or knife or something because the blisters themselves are protective. Under the blisters you have what we call non-infected fluid coming from the body. So bursting the blisters on your own without getting to the hospital could expose the burns to maybe bacteria and surrounding dust and everything. Then you clean the place. If there's no blisters and the wound is open, you want to run water through it, remove debris, remove sand. If possible, let it be fast and you can use anything like a brush and remove those things. So what you should not do is don't allow these things to affect you and get the person out of the place on time. Don't just stand there and watch.
Right. Okay, so finally, the things that we should do in the case where at least now we've learned the things not to do. Yes. And then now we're focusing on the things that we should do in the case where there's a burn.
The first thing, like I said before, stop the source of the fire, remove the electrical thing that causes the fire.
And then running water.
Running water on the wound, as it were. Don't burst the blisters. Then you may, if you have anything like a sulfur tool, this is Bacti-Grass. If you have it at home, and please, it's also good to have fire extinguishers in your homes. In the kitchen, please, and somewhere. People just think that fire extinguishers are meant for cars. Even the car fire extinguisher is good to have one in the house because it can help you immediately put off the source of the fire. Then if you have something like a sulfur tool, this is called Bacti-Grass, B-A-C-T-I, and then if you have one like that, you can easily just open it up and then place it on the place on the bones. So when you get this, oh, nice. So you go to where the bone is. If the bone is on the chest and you've cleaned off, you remove the debris and things like that, you can place it on top of the bone.
You can pick up a Bacti-Grass at any pharmacy.
Yes. And if you don't have a Bacti-Grass, you can use ordinary gauze. This is gauze. It's sold everywhere. So when you have a gauze, simply like a net. It's like a net. Yeah, it's a gauze.
So what does this do?
This is, now you've exposed the wound. If there are blisters, leave the blisters, but you may have situations where there are no blisters and the wound is exposed. You've washed the wound off with ordinary tap water, ran through it, and then you've cleaned it, removed debris. You can take ordinary gauze. At times people apply petroleum jelly, Vaseline, or whatever on this gauze. And then now you don't have a battery gas, but you have gauze.
Right.
You can put it on top of it with some maybe Vaseline on it, so it sticks, so it doesn't stick to the wound. Instead, you can also remove it. Right. So this stays there. Now, the most dangerous places where you have fire burns are the hands, the feet, and at times the chest. Like when you open a car radiator and the hot water just hits your chest. Those are the things that come.
So you just place this on it and
you
then
avoid ice packs. You avoid pouring drugs. You are going to the hospital. As you are doing all these things, we assume you are getting ready to evacuate the person to the hospital.
Wow. Thanks so much, Doctor. It's usually, this time is always usually too short for us to capture all of these things. But there's going to be more, of course, as you join us week after week. Yes. We're going to take a break now, and of course, we'll be back for more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back to the kitchen with yours sincerely, of course, MM and Chef Smart. All right, so this morning, guys, we are making sauteed potatoes with chicken breast in veggie sauce.
Okay. You got it right.
Yes, I got it right. All right. And on your screen right there are the ingredients, people. Okay. Where we at, Chef Smart?
Okay, now I want to start with the chicken to seal it off a bit. Okay. So I have my oil and the pan is hot. So I'll add the chicken into it.
And the chicken breast, you have garlic?
Garlic and black peppercorn.
And black peppercorn.
Yeah, so for the flavor. And chicken seasoning on it. Right?
Okay. And earlier on, Chef already boiled our
the potatoes. Yeah.
And for our potatoes this morning, we're using Irish potatoes.
Yes, yes. You can also use sweet potato. You can use, Okay.
So when our chicken breast is ready, what's next?
Then I'll add the veggies into it, seal it off a bit to release, for the veggies to release juice into it, for more flavors in it. And add a little water, thicken with the corn flour, then it's ready. Then we'll go to our sauteed potatoes, saute with the onions, add the soya spice, and we're ready to eat.
Okay. And for our potatoes, we are sauteing it with
onions.
Vegetable oil?
Yes, a little vegetable oil.
Okay.
Onions and soya spice.
That's
all. Okay. So it's a quick meal, a quick recipe to make. On the early morning you're going to work. Once you have your chicken breast, you can marinate it overnight. When you marinate it overnight, you give it more flavor. Yes, and then you can do your mise en place, cut your chicken, your onions, your carrots, cabbage, put it in the fridge.
Put it in the fridge, and just wake up in the morning, just
and start
it all together.
Before, in the next 20-25 minutes, your breakfast is ready.
Even less.
Less than,
depends on how quick your... It depends on how heat you use, basically. All right.
You can see it's getting brown already on the side.
And you could also have this with rice.
Yes, yes, you can do with basmati rice or local rice, any kind of rice.
I'm laughing because some of us are on the rice diet.
So that's why I went for potatoes.
For potatoes,
You understand the rate of consuming rice? Is like in a particular week, I observe I ate rice from like.
You can eat rice like 24/7, like every day.
So I went on rice break for like 3 weeks. I was eating, either I eat veggies or potatoes. I didn't even want to see rice at all. Because it's so...
So be like Chef Smart. I'm going to be like Chef Smart.
You can go on rice break, seriously. And
I think we should. I mean, you have potatoes which are very... And they're actually quite... It's in the season right now. So you find a lot of potatoes everywhere. You know. So even if you cannot afford Irish potatoes because they can be pretty pricey, you could also get sweet potatoes. They are very affordable, guys. Very affordable. Trust me.
Sweet potato, you don't need any seasoning. Just boil. You can boil, you can fry.
And it's healthy.
Yeah, very.
Amazing health benefits, guys. Amazing health benefits. You have no idea. Okay, so
so it's getting brown.
Yeah.
And I had all the reason why I'm adding the carrots and onions first is it cooks. It takes time to cook, so I want to add the ones that will take time to cook first.
Oh, okay.
Then these veggies, cabbage.
Yeah, basically don't take, especially cabbage. Once you just put it in the heat, it's ready. So are you putting in any seasoning?
No, I've seasoned the chicken already. So I'll just add a little seasoning, just a little.
And of course, we also need to cut down on some of our seasonings if you're not going for the traditional ones, the native ones.
You know one thing about seasoning, there is difference between seasoning and flavor. That's one thing I want to shed more light on.
Great
You understand?
Okay.
So now I already marinated the chicken with chicken seasoning, I have garlic on it, I have black peppercorn. So what I need to do now is to add more flavor. In the vegetables, they have different kind of flavor in the veggies. There's green pepper, there's cabbage, there's onions, and there's sweet corn. Okay. So those are the flavors I'm adding to it. So even if I'm adding any other seasoning to it, to be towards the end. When I taste it, I say, okay, I need a little more seasoning. So that's the one thing Nigerians don't know. If there is no more Maggi or seasoning, then there's no sweet. No, it's very, very wrong because all these things have their own flavor already. So we tend to do more with flavors. So that's why we have flavor enhancer. What are the flavor enhancer? We have thyme, we have garlic, we have oregano, ginger. Those are, with adding that alone, white pepper and salt, a little salt, adding that to any of our protein alone will give you a nice taste. For. Not until you add like 7-10 cubes of seasoning before you know you are cooking.
Great stuff. All right, so all of these veggies are going in there. We're going to add in a little bit of water, add in our corn flour for thickness, and then our veggie sauce is ready. And then for our potatoes, basically it's ready, so we're just going to saute with chicken suya spice.
Suya spice,
yes. And a little bit of onions and salt. All right, people. We are cooking food here, but we're also going to teach you how to cultivate them. So over to you, Mary, in the garden.
All right, you're welcome to the garden right here on Wake Up Nigeria. You know the garden is where things happen. And something interesting is about to happen right now. I've got Seun Adetosoye of Farm Tools, and she'll be teaching us how to grow cabbages in our garden. I'm sure so many people are very interested in this. She's not a stranger to the show, but she's got something new to show us today. So, cabbages, how do we grow them in our backyards?
You know, like I would always say, we start with the nursery.
Okay.
Now, this cabbage, and it takes about 70 to 90 days, you know, from start to harvest. Okay. So I grew this at home at the back of my in my garden, and this is for like 21 days now, about 21 days or more. Okay. So, but I also have issues with pests, you know, so I have stuffs eating it, and like I was telling her before the show started, so homemade pesticides
can be used.
Should be able to
Don't worry, we'll talk about the pesticides. Let's start with the farming in first.
So I have the seeds here, the cabbage seeds. I hope the camera can pick this.
Yeah. So how many are you making use of?
Yeah, so I'm going to be planting about 6 to 7 seeds.
6 to 7?
Yes, so...
Why? Is it going to give us like 6 to 7 plants?
It might not, because not everything will germinate. That's another thing you discover.
Okay.
So, and then to plant it, because the seeds are quite tiny, just use your little finger to put a hole in the nursery. And then put about 2 seeds in each hole, 2 to 3, you know, and then cover with soil. Okay. Another hole with my little finger, not too deep.
Okay.
And then put about 3 again, and then cover. Maybe I should do the 4th one. Let's just see.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
The 3rd one. So I have about 3 seeds in here, and let's see. Yeah, that's it. And then we water. That's all. Don't forget to keep in a dark place.
Yeah, of course. So we're going to leave this for how many days, weeks before we
the nursery before we transplant? Yeah. About 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yes, please.
So it's going to be here for 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yes.
So when should be the first time I would see the first plant?
About 2 weeks.
The first sprout is in 2 weeks. That's a long time.
About.
So it should be ready in time for Easter, though.
Yes, it should.
Yeah. So
or
70
even before
to
Easter.
90 days.
Even before then, it should be.
So see, we're planting cabbage today. Looks very interesting. So you're probably wondering, are all of these leaves going to give us cabbages? Well, you tell us.
No, it's just, we just have one head, one cabbage head comes out like that. Yes, exactly. That's how it is. So one cabbage head will come out. So if you don't have space in your house, you can always make use of buckets. We've set up jute bags, like a rice bags and everything. Now, don't forget to drill holes. I have holes around for excess water to be able to drain out. I have holes here as well. So if you're making use of your jute bags, you don't need to do anything because they're permeable already. Okay. So the water will be able to seep out of the bags. But with your bucket, you have to drill the holes.
Now, Seun, if I happen to have like 3 plants, when this starts to sprouts.
Okay.
Do I quickly transfer each, you know, 2 of them to another cup, or I allow the 3 of them grow up together?
Allowed to grow to a certain stage because they will start competing for nutrients, and then we'll transplant.
So when you say certain, how long?
Maybe rather than waiting for 4 weeks, about 3 to 2 weeks. They've started sprouting and you can see that they are struggling for space especially. And we don't want them to start lacking in one nutrient or the other. So it's better you transplant.
All right.
Immediately.
So this is 21 weeks. Now I said
21 days.
21 days rather. I said we're going to come back to this.
Yes, to
the
the
need
pest
for
issue.
Pesticides. So
all right. So
how can I prevent
in a small container like this, just soak your garlic, ginger, as well as chili pepper in here for 24 hours and spray. Spray once a week.
Garlic,
ginger, chili
pepper. Do I have to cut them up, or
yes, just chop and put in water for 24 hours with your chili pepper and then spray on it.
Okay, how often?
Once a week or twice a week, in the evening preferably.
Preferably.
Yes,
so
around 5, 6
I need to
p.m.
keep that away.
It should, yes.
So how come this one's got ravaged by pests?
Because I didn't treat it. I've been away for a while and I didn't have time for it.
Okay.
So I would go back to it and see what can be done. I will do the solution.
There's a way to salvage this?
Yes.
What
I actually uproot this from my garden to bring to the show, so I'm not sure if this will survive.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Poor thing.
I'm not sure.
Did I just say that? All right then. Thank you so much, Seun Adetosoye. Thank you so much for your time. She's from Farm Falls. Right about now, we'll go on a break. The first hour of the segment is over. The second hour begins shortly. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Okay, so question.
What?
If your husband does something wrong, that totally sends him to the doghouse.
Okay.
And he then buys you something really, really special, something you've always wanted, maybe like an iPhone X or something. Would you forgive him for buying you something really expensive?
Well, it depends on how expensive, and it depends on what happened. That's for me.
So you are bribable, essentially?
By my husband,
by your husband,
yes.
yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Not by other people, but my husband, yes. He can bribe me. He can bribe me
smiling.
after a while. It still takes time, though. Time has to have passed a little.
So every wife has a price?
I don't think it's every wife. I'm just different.
So
I'm different.
We'll have to seriously talk about that issue.
If you are
like thrash it, really thrash it.
So I'm saying
I'll collect the gift, of course, but it's still not going to just automatically sweep that issue under the carpet. You're definitely going to talk about it. Like,
for me, until I'm satisfied that I've let go, I won't collect it.
Really?
Are you serious?
You won't collect that gift?
Really? And that
Keys
kind
to
of
a
person
car.
that will simply go to the markets or wherever and buy mine instead.
Because
there's a reason
anger.
I'm working. No, it's not it. Unless I don't want it. If it's something I really want and you know I want it,
and then he buys it for you.
and then you buy it for me, until that issue is thrashed, I'm not
going
to
take it or use it.
I won't.
Hey,
I'm just going to put it there.
I'm vain. I'm going to collect it. But that issue will thrash
I
it.
won't. Especially because for him to have said something that makes him deserving of the doghouse, it must be something really serious.
Okay, no,
we have to
so
sort it
now
out.
what you just said actually just reminded me of something that happened sometime last year. Okay, so there was an issue between my husband and I.
Okay.
And so he goes out to shop and he buys me this really nice designer perfume. And he knows that I'm crazy about perfumes. And when he got home, I was like, okay, here. And I just looked at him like, just drop it there.
Serious shakara. Wow, see shakara.
I'm sure she used it that night.
I think it's about the woman.
I didn't use it for a long time.
That's what I'm saying.
I just dropped this. I just like, okay, so drop it there.
So how did you resolve the issue? You talked about it?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I'm just someone, I let things go easily. That's the thing. I let things go easily. Even,
You know the problem
even
usually-
around the office.
Which
Even
is a
around the
good
office,
thing,
there's
which
some
is a
things
good
that
thing.
happen that I just,
You know-
like water off a duck's back, you know.
You
Just
know
let it
what
go.
the problem is with that is things just keep piling up. You won't know it unconsciously.
Yeah.
It's always good to just talk about it, sort it out. It might end up with serious arguments, maybe occasional shouts, exchange of words, but the moment it's thrashed, it's gone.
Okay.
All
right.
Just keep saying.
Well, we'll have Shoderu here.
Yeah, she's going to be talking to us about gifts in a relationship. Should we or shouldn't we? We're heading over to...
but not to bribe.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and Oyinda Shoderu is back. She's with us this morning to talk about a very important topic: gifting in a relationship, gifts in a relationship. Now, if they do, in fact, represent love, or is it just infatuation? Is it just mesmerization with the big, huge gifts that you've given? You know, there are different types of relationships. We've talked about different types of love language as well. So for those whose love language is gifting, I guess it could be a good thing to receive a gift and give a gift in that kind of relationship. Am I right?
Good morning, Titi. You're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
The honest truth is, whether it's your core love language or not, everybody loves to receive gifts. All right, but for some people, it takes on an added meaning.
Okay.
You know, if it is a love language they understand. What we'd like to encourage is to first of all find out and figure out what the motive of the giver is.
Okay.
And then, why am I receiving the gift? I also need to ask myself, what's my motive for receiving this gift?
Okay.
Because sometimes you need to look the gift horse in the mouth and say, look, I'm not taking this one, you know.
Okay, so, but in a case whereby maybe the relationship started that way, you know, so there are probably some young couples that started by, oh, you know what, maybe he brought flowers or he brought chocolates. He started small. Maybe as they were going along in time, he was getting more, you know, I'm talking about the male partner now, was, you know, making more money, getting more expensive gifts. And then you probably realize that along the line, it was just a gifting frenzy, which, as you said earlier, clouds judgment. So has it become the main structure of that relationship? Is that what has actually made that relationship happen to that point? That's the question I'm asking us.
Well, what we all need to do is ask ourselves, why is this person giving me so many gifts? All right. I mean, like I said, there's probably no problem with it. But in receiving all these gifts, am I able to make decisions on my own without these gifts influencing me? Because one of the definitions of gifts is actually a bribe.
Okay.
So is this person influencing the decisions? Is this person making me feel indebted to him or to her? Because some people actually get married because, like, oh, he paid my school fees, or oh, he keeps me getting me the latest gadgets. How do I now say no? You mustn't let a gift determine the choices you make, because at the end of the day, when these gifts are not sustained at that level, you still have to relate with that person. Do you understand? So you must ask yourself, if these gifts were not there, would I still like this person like this? Would we progress this quickly in our relationship? Most times what people are looking for is romance, or the ideal of, oh, this person, or they begin to think, oh, this person is really romantic, he or she is always getting me gifts. But really, what romance means is this person is affectionate, this person is able to express love. So what is love? Love is way beyond gifting. Love is this person patient with me? Is this person kind? Does this person prefer me? Is this person able to correct me without making it a public show? So those are the type of gifts you want, and not necessarily the things money can buy.
Okay, so now let's talk about not receiving gifts. Now, there are some relationships where you find that one particular partner does not like giving gifts at all. And then that becomes a complaint. It becomes, you don't even give me anything, you don't even buy me anything. I don't know whether, well, so for me, it often sounds like an excuse. Like, you know, an excuse to just rant or complain about something. But I feel like it could also be a core issue.
Well, like we said, and it's probably a topic for another day, we have different love languages. For somebody whose love language, core love language, is not giving and receiving, it may not be a big issue. Do you understand? if you, for example, your love language is service, I make sure there's fuel in the gen, I make sure I go to the supermarket, I wash his clothes, you know, I'm serving this person. It would be unfair for the person to judge me by the standards of the person who's always going to the market and buying stuff, oh, you bought me perfume. But you see, if you don't appreciate the person who is serving as giving, you'll be missing the point. And then the person who is not receiving, say, the fabric or the perfume will be like, what type of relationship am I in? So I guess it's just a question of finding out the core language the person's. For some people, you give them gifts all the time, and they're like, keep your gifts, spend time with me. You're always away. So it's a question of identifying what this person is actually giving. They may not be giving material things. Are they giving time? Are they giving affection? Are they giving you kind words? Are they affirming you?
Or
they are really giving.
Help,
exactly, which is what I call service.
Okay, so in other words, you have, some relationships where a lady maybe has a best friend whose boyfriend is always giving her gifts, and she's like, but how come I don't receive this? And I've been in a relationship for this long, I don't get this. A lot of compare and contrast happens.
I actually think communication matters. If you're married or in a relationship with someone who doesn't give you gifts and it matters to you, let this person know. Oh, I would appreciate it if you do give me gifts, because once you begin to compare yourself with another relationship, bitterness grows. You just find yourself resenting the person. You find yourself always judging the person as falling beneath your standard, particularly if you were in a relationship where there was a lot of giving before this one. Do you understand? So you must always talk about these type of things. And I want to say something before I leave. Most times, people who are abusive give a lot of gifts.
Wow.
Oh, yes. People who are abusive are very generous. So you don't keep taking the gifts and taking the beating. And don't look at your friend and be like, she's always receiving. With the gift, what else comes with it? Do you understand? So if it's important for you, please tell your partner, I need to receive gifts. But please don't let gifts become something that silences you.
Or masks something.
Or masks abuse.
I actually did meet a particular lady, a very lovely lady, who used to mask her bruises with the Gucci scarves her husband used to buy.
Can you imagine?
And the Gucci shades that she used to wear. And she used to have black eyes and bruises all over her neck. And she was always wearing those beautiful things.
She had designer bruises.
Designer bruises.
Can you imagine?
You know? But I read somewhere that, well, in the case of children, when children say, Mommy, Daddy, please buy something for me, it's because they want to feel like you are thinking of them when you are not with them. And I've been thinking about this issue of gifting in that particular direction as well. So for me, if you buy me a gift from wherever you're coming from, maybe you're away for a while, it tells me that you were thinking of me in a particular place. But is that true of every gifting situation?
No. I mean, it's okay to bring tokens and mementos of wherever you've been to. I mean, like you said, that shows you're thinking of the people, but you must also make sure you don't overcompensate. You know, you're always away, and then you now bring gifts, and so the children are like, Mommy's going to bring us an iPad or bring us a phone to make up for her not being there. So there must be balance.
Thank you so much. Once again, we've had Onyida Shoderu in the studio with us once again to talk about this issue of gifting in relationships. We have to move along now. Thank you once again. Nigeria's foremost international and most sought-after singer and soprano singer, Abiodun Koya, delivered the ultimate Christmas concert experience to music lovers at the Frankincense concert over the weekend. Mary and myself, we were there, and we couldn't help but, you know what, we had a field day. Our eyes were agog with what was going on, but you need to see some of it too.
That dress,
the red one or the white one?
The red one.
Babe,
first. Oh my goodness.
The white one made her look like an angel, and the red one was, oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
Like, so all the women that were looking away, it was obviously beef. I was not looking away. I was like,
I was staring. I was like, oh my goodness.
Pictures. I think I'll share them on social media.
And then, of course, the orchestra put in a lot of work. Then Darcy Stamp, being an international acclaimed violinist, coming to Nigeria to perform for us, that's an honor as well.
Yes, that's an amazing honor. Darcy Stamp, Abiodun Koya, fantastic. Mwah. I enjoyed myself tonight.
You know the funny thing. We want to go back in and enjoy the rest of the concert, and we'll be showing you exactly what we saw.
Exactly.
Tonight it's the Frankincense concert, and we all grew up in families that actually used to enjoy operas. That's the truth. It was later on in our aging stage that we said, oh, we liked this and that. So yeah, it was a breath of fresh air. It was a bit different from what we normally listen to. I mean, concerning the fact that lots of events now are concerts, you know, with the Afro pop and every kind of feel. So yeah, it was interesting and refreshing.
The concert made me think of heaven and how angels will be singing when I get to heaven as a Christian. And because of that, because of the experience, you know, I'm still on earth, but I'm experiencing it this way. I know that it will be notches higher when I get to heaven. So essentially what this has done for me is I will go back and walk hard, you know, with the help of the Holy Spirit to get to heaven, because this was awesome.
The most important thing is so relaxing. We have missed out relaxation in this country. People pursue money from Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They don't have opportunity to sit down and listen to music. It's good for the soul. That's why we're here.
Oh, it was amazing. It was so heartwarming to feel the Nigerian people just embrace classical music, and Abby and myself and the whole concert. And yeah, it was a real treat to play some Nigerian songs for you as well. And I hope I did them justice in a way, and I hope everybody enjoyed them as well.
I feel grateful first and foremost for even having this talent, for God to give me this kind of talent. I'm so grateful, and I just do my best to bring the best of music to my, to Nigerians and to my fans especially, because that's what I do in the US. And so I feel my people deserve good quality music. Not that they don't get it, but at least also for me, I feel it's a responsibility for me to bring home my artistry in my, my career, my culture as well.
right, it's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's about that time when we get to meet a special celebrity, someone you like to see on your screens or, you know, read about in the newspapers, and then we bring them so you can get to know them better. Today, it's Nkechi Blessing Sunday. She's a Nigerian actress who got a chance at fame just by a chance meeting with Kemi Korede, and that earned her a breakout role in the movie Omobewaji in 2008.
And even though she has been in countless other movies since then, she got her career breakthrough when she produced her first movie, Omogeleki, which was written by Mercy Aigbe. Welcome, award-winning actress, Nkechi Sunday Blessing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Great to have you here.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So you've been doing this for 10 years.
Yes.
Tell us how it all began.
It began when I had passion for acting and I wanted to really be on the big screen.
Yeah.
So I did 1 or 2 auditions, with my bosses then, Afi Sowo, Adebayo Tijani, and Afi Seniola. Yeah, I did a movie with them then, but the movie is not still out, I don't know. So I met Kemi Korede. She wanted to produce her movie then. Then she said, I could act. I said, yeah. So I did Omobewaji in 2008. From then, I met with Emeka Duru, who gave me a role in Ememi Song's movie, titled Through the Fire. Yeah, and that was it. Professionally, I started fully in 2012. Yes.
It's funny how you never give up, though. Like 10 years, wow.
10 years now.
And then, you know, thank God for the use of social media. And
exactly.
Finally,
I'm here.
Yeah.
Right. So I like to hit the nail on the head. You're a very controversial actress.
That's
like,
what
you're
they say.
Always in the news.
In the news.
I don't know.
Always. It seems like almost every week when I check social media,
there's something about
Nkechi
you,
Blessing.
right?
Okay. How do you manage all of these controversies?
Let's just say I have grown thick skin. Like,
I have quite a number of them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
From which to which?
Okay, let's start from the one that involved Juliet Ibrahim.
Oh, that?
Yes. You made a post about a very dirty slap. We saw it earlier.
Okay.
And I was explaining to my colleagues that what made you land on Molia really immediately was because of that slap.
Of course.
Now, that slap was trending because it hurt you so much you had to ask the director to cut.
To cut,
yes. And to think that I was deaf for like 3 minutes, 3 to 10 minutes. I was just hearing echoes. Woo. It was that deep. I told people, Wole Arole is not an actor, he's a comedian. So he doesn't know we mime slap in Nollywood.
Oh. My goodness. And you had
So
to
how
be
do you
the
mime a
victim.
slap? I'd like to see that.
I can't do that. You want me to?
Yeah.
I'm not going to slap you.
Yeah, you could try that.
I'll provide the sound effect. Oh, yeah,
No, I will do the sound.
You do the sound. Okay.
No, okay, okay, it's going to sound.
Yeah, but I really want to see how
you want to see it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure. You want to see it?
No, Mary, come on, be a good sport. Okay, you know what? Just come and do it. It's fine.
Yeah, get your slap. Until you realize.
Like, I come heavy then.
Yeah.
You get. You think
that actually kind of hurts.
Good thing I kept my cheek.
Right.
All good.
All right, so now we are moving over to rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Very pacey, no pauses. Just give it to us.
Okay.
Yeah. So who's your favorite actress in Hollywood?
Tony Abraham.
Okay. When last did you visit your folks at home?
Last week.
Who do you consider best in the industry?
Tony Abraham.
Wow, you must really love her. Okay. How do you like your man?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
When are you getting married?
Don't they all?
Next year.
How controversial are you?
60%. 60%. I don't know.
Skimpy dresses or maxi?
Maxi. I love free things. Yeah.
Okay.
Free.
Hopeless romantic or laid back?
Hopelessly romantic. I'm not laid back.
You are?
Yes, I am romantic.
You love flowers, right?
Oh yes, I do.
Okay, so you like PDA or inside runs?
Most times, you know, you just want to feel, okay, I want you to show me up, but most times inside runs, so they both.
Okay, kissing or getting down?
Kissing.
Okay.
All right, so now we are getting to the nitty-gritties.
Okay.
Which are they? Let me allow Mary take this one.
Yeah. Take what?
How fake are you?
I am too real to be fake. I'm sorry.
Do people tell you that, or that's what you tell yourself?
People tell me that, and I know that myself.
Okay. So mention 2 fake people in the industry.
I don't know of any. I know of myself alone, so I can't speak for others.
Okay. Talking about fake
Someone
people,
is
which is trending, exactly, which is trending right now. So we hear that there are a lot of fake people in the industry. Kevin Ukeduba has said something about it. We've seen AY who recently said something about it. So do you agree?
I have always said something about fake people, even before Kelvin said it.
Yes, as a matter of fact, you once said that there are only 2 actresses, as far as you're concerned, that make their money from the film industry. You mentioned Funke Akindele, and you mentioned Tonya Abraham. Yeah. So you said those are the only 2 other actresses, including yourself?
Like, in quotes, people I know, I'm a little bit like close to Toyin. She doesn't have any other business she does apart from acting. Okay. Every other people has side jobs. I am not close to them. I wasn't even referring to the English Nollywood. I'm a Yoruba actor. Actress. So I don't know why everyone now, like, am I talking to? They started mentioning names from Rita Dom. I'm like, whoa, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Also? How do you make money?
I have my brand Nkechi Secrets coming up soon. I've started it already, but it's still on a low.
Is it like the Secrets?
It's everything secrets.
Is everything
secrets? Yes.
Oh, I remember you had an issue with Sholaja one time over some posts. She wanted to. Then you came out to say, oh, it's because she knows you're famous on Instagram and she wanted to write on that. But there's also something else that is quite popular that we got to know of. Sometime back, you were supposedly engaged.
Okay.
Yes. And that blew the tops to a particular producer, I believe.
That is a director?
The director, yes. That's Rotimi.
Thank God. I came with the ring.
This is the ring. Congratulations.
So, I am not engaged, your auntie.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it was on a movie set.
Yes. And on that movie set, I am playing a married woman.
Married woman, yes.
Okay, this is what happened. This was what happened. I had the ring here. Once they call action, I will move it here as a married woman. So Auntie Yabo just said, normally, engagement rings are not supposed to be here. They are supposed to be here because it is close to the heart. So that was what we're trying to rehearse. When I now said, what if we now do something and it goes viral? I'm like, what? What's his name? Rotimi, originator. Let him propose to me. Then we'll post it, and I'm very sure it will go viral because of everybody wants a news about me and stuff. So Auntie Yabo took a video with her phone, then she posted it, and boom, it was everywhere. So I was like, you see?
And you just went with it. You didn't even
I did not even say anything. I just went, okay,
you see, Madam Controversial. And then there was something else you did. You posted a photo of yourself, and then you went, "Fine girls like us." Now, pot-bellied men.
Oh, God, that was hey, Jesus Christ.
And then, of course, it started. She's a round babe. We know.
My darling, I'm used to it. So
you just love cutting controversies.
I don't know. You won't stop anyone from talking. You won't stop people from saying, airing their opinion. That is their business, and it's not mine. It's not affecting me.
I agree with you. All right, quickly. Sweet potatoes or Irish potatoes?
Sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes. Oh, unfortunately, we have Irish potatoes in the kitchen this morning, and that's what we'll be serving you. Hope you don't mind.
Please, when I was seeing all these things, I don't used to.
Trust me, you're going to love this one.
Are you sure?
You'd love it.
You're going to
Let
love
me not
it.
go and
take it to the kitchen.
Our chef is excellent.
I don't used to eat all these things.
What do you cook, though? Do you cook?
Of course, I'm a very good cook.
What's your favorite food?
Rice and beans.
Which one is rice and beans?
Rice and beans with stew. Rice and beans in the pot, then stew.
Really?
Rice and beans.
Rice and beans. Like, how do you choose that? Please have your seat.
Rice and beans now, mixed together.
Thank you. Welcome. I love your outfit, by the way.
Thank you so much.
All right. Welcome. So, yeah, welcome to the kitchen.
So this here is Chef Smart, and he's going to be telling us this special meal that is prepared for you this morning.
Onje is food.
Okay,
all right.
Today,
talk to us, Chef Smart.
Okay, welcome, Madam Blessing. Today we make sauté potatoes. Sauté potatoes. With a flavor of soya spice. That's why. Okay. So that's why you're going to like it. Then chicken breast in vegetable sauce.
Okay.
It's
chicken and potato.
Anyway, just have a taste.
Chicken and potato.
Yes.
Chicken
and then you can tell us how it tastes.
Soya spice.
Yes. Give us an expression.
All right. Come and tell us. Ma, come and tell us. The truth of the matter is, I've not eaten something like this before.
You eat it today.
Where will I start from?
Anywhere.
Start from the chicken.
Start from the chicken.
And then the potato.
Disgrace,
Yes.
Okay, chicken.
Chicken.
Yes.
While she's having a taste of that, we want to say a big thank you to our friends over at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories here on the show.
And of course, a big shout out to Fola at Fola's Place for the hairstyling. We appreciate you. And of course, we appreciate all of you that have been watching today.
And to all our guests.
Yes,
Joining us on the show. Blessing.
yes,
good to see
she's
you.
having fun.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
Well done, Chef. Well
Chef
done.
Smart. I love this chef's Adire. It's beautiful. Very nice. I love it. I love it. Very nice.
Tomorrow's Thursday. We're going to be back right here on the show at 7 a.m. Don't
Have
forget.
a great day, people.
Take care.